Hi Cancer, Cancer Rising. This is your March 2015 reading. So we're getting off to a fantastic start. This is the Queen of Swords. It's the tone of the overall tone of the whole month. That you're smart, you're ambitious, and you're driven. You are on your way. You're on a roll. Be careful not to come across as too cold because you're ambitious. Be careful not to tread on people on your great forge for the top. You know, you're on a roll, you're feeling good, you're feeling like you want to get out there, you want to be on top, you're going for it, you're taking risks, you're having a wonderful growth. But just be careful that you're not pushing people out of the way. These first three cards are almost exactly the same cards as what I got for Gemini. So check your rising signs as well. There could be a very strong Gemini tone to this Cancer reading, okay? So, getting back to the tone of this month, you know exactly what you want. You're ready to go for it. You have distinct ideas for your future and the success of your future. Not to be too cold about that, though. Don't be too harsh. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so brutal. Sometimes your words, because you're so honest and so grounded, sometimes you can be so honest to the point of being cold and being come across as being rude when that's not really what you mean. But if you could sweeten the words. So at your work, we have the Four of Pentacles. This is keeping your mind on your work, keeping balance when you're at work, being present at work, keeping your mind on the job, looking at the final details, making sure that you've checked everything, crossed your T's and dots on your I's, making sure that you're saying no. Don't let anybody else take advantage of you at work. Don't let anybody else take credit for your work. And don't you take credit for other people's work either, because you will get caught out and you don't want that. So if you have and people are trying to lump more work on you and it's not your job, then you have to say no and stand up for yourself at work. You need to find a balance. When you leave work, leave it behind. When you're at work, keep your mind on your job. This month is little mistakes. This month is, maybe sometimes when you're in such a huge rush to succeed, you're on this drive, the successful, ambitious drive to the future. Sometimes you go too fast that you miss the little details and forget little things that are really important, which will really matter at the end. You don't want to leave anything unfinished. You don't want to miss out on any opportunities. You don't want to get to the end and realize that you needed to fax something off at the beginning and you didn't do that, so all this work was for nothing. So you've got to keep your eye on the prize. You've got to make sure that you're looking at all those little bits and pieces, checking out I want to say checking out all the details, but I'm hearing that if you've gone for a job and you haven't heard back, you've got to turn it around. You've got to ring them because there's a Mercury retrograde and that's why you haven't heard from them. You've got to take the ambition. You've got to ring them yourself. Okay, at home, is there a little bit of authority bantering going on? Is someone trying to jostle the top job? Is somebody trying to take over control? Is there a control argument going on? Is one of the children trying to become more independent and really pushing the boundaries? And is somebody who's not part of the family or not in the family sticking their nose in and trying to judge you from afar? Because I want you to know that you're doing a great job, and don't let anybody else tell you that you're not, okay? And if there's been a hard patch at home, don't worry about it, Cancer. Look, people go through phases where they want to assert their dominance, assert their independence, and this is just one of those times where you could have a few moments where one or more, if you've got a new partner, they could be having butting heads with one of the children, or maybe the children are butting heads. It's nothing bad. It's just saying that this month you might be yelling out, "I'm Switzerland!" quite a lot, because I tell my children, I am not a referee. I'm your mum. Sort it out yourselves. If you can't sort it out, then I will get involved, and you do not want me to get involved. Sort it out yourselves. So in the love department, we have people that are coming out of their cave of self-imposed isolation. Some of you lost someone through death. Some of you lost someone through a very hard breakup, and you're feeling like you're about to come out and you're ready to, come out again and maybe venture out on a couple of dates. You're feeling ready. You're feeling like this is the time where you could perhaps, be interested. For others, you've been in a form of self-reflection and you're feeling really good about the small changes that you've made. You've had emotional push-ups that's been going on and off. Cancer, you've got to be very careful with what you're setting up, because what you're setting up now will be for generations to come. And that's not just work and finances, it's about yourself. You're learning a different perspective. You're learning to see yourself differently. You're dating differently. You're seeing people differently. And this is about a massive change where you're having aha moments. You're seeing yourself as somebody differently. You're feeling differently than you did years ago. You're loving differently. Perhaps you're even loving completely different people. Maybe your whole idea of the taste that you had before has changed. You could be going for a completely different type of person. So that's your March reading. I will see you again in April, and I hope you thoroughly enjoy this growing experience. It is not easy to move on and to reconcile with yourself of mistakes that you've made before, but just let me tell you that I know it's difficult, but you will love the rewards that you're going to get, Cancer. This is all about learning yourself, learning your needs, being honest with yourself about the growth that you want to continue, and having a different perspective, having a different end result, and really turning things around, because this is a month where you can really do that.